Hey babes, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing super well and staying safe and all of the good things are happening in your life. Today we're going to be doing this super beautiful, almost Instagram inspired looking makeup. The color scheme is very warm and kind of sunset-y, kind of just a mix of colors. But I did use the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette to create this look, so I really hope you guys enjoy it and get to see this palette in action. I know that I did a 3 looks in 1 video with this palette, and that video is really well loved on my channel. So here's another one of me just playing around with it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you do like this video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, starting off with my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer, I am going to apply this all over my eyelid as a base, and I'm using a really thin and flat brush to carve out my eyebrows and make sure the shape is correct and how I want it, and then I'm going to go ahead and just make sure to blend all of that concealer out because it's going to be the base for the rest of my eyeshadows. It's going to stick, and I do not set my concealer. That way the eyeshadows stick really well to it and it's a nice tacky surface. So you can see that I swipe a little bit and then I'm doing a patting motion, and then I actually switched to a different brush here in a little bit so that I can blend out those edges really softly. It's actually a Real Techniques brush, and this is it right here, and all I'm doing is just kind of blending out those edges and making sure that there's no harsh lines. Then jumping in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, I'm going to go ahead and start with the yellow shade called No Joke. It is a super intense yellow, and what I'm doing is I'm taking a large fluffy brush and I'm applying this all over the crease part of my eye. I'm doing a little bit of tapping and a little bit of swiping because I do want this shade to be really intense, but I also want it to obviously blend out into everything really seamlessly. And I'm just really packing this shade on until I feel like it's good enough. Next, I'm going to go in with this bright orange shade called Feelin Myself, and I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to apply it just a little bit lower underneath that yellow so that, number one, I get a nice transition between the two and I can blend upwards and really mix them together. If you can see, I'm actually using the exact same brush, but a different brush. I have 2 of the same brush, so I'm using the same style of brush. Just a large fluffy brush will do. And after a while, I start packing it and also swiping it outward and starting to create that extended eye look that really is going to make that cut crease pop out a lot. And basically I'm just going back and forth and blending. After a little while I went back in with the yellow shade just to make sure that both colors were still visible while still being super blended. Next I'm going to go back in with that Wet n Wild concealer that I used to prime my lids, and I'm going to use this to cut my crease. I'm using the same flat brush that is an Ulta Beauty flat concealer brush. And I'm just starting to create the line. This takes a lot of practice, and I feel like I'm not the best at this particular style of cut crease, but I got really lucky this time and it looked really good. I also like to make sure to drag the product further into my eyelid because it makes it look towards my tear duct area past it, because it makes my eye look even larger than I'm already making it look. And if you can see here, I'm just applying the same concealer over because I want to make sure that this area is completely covered and is light enough and that there's no orange peeking through or anything, and you're just going to see me dragging and blending this out. I do a lot of patting towards the bottom, especially because I want this to I already had my foundation and stuff on, so I want it to blend nicely into that. So it pays to take your time with this process. I'm going back in with that little brush, and that really helped to just solidify the blending process. Next, I'm going to go back in with the shade No Joke, and I'm going to take a flat packing brush, and this is going to go all over the inner corner of my eye, and you can see that I've extended it probably the first quarter of the eye. And I started with just tapping, and because this is a pressed pigment style of shadow, you can see it looks kind of choppy right now, and that's why I really recommend maybe going over with a shimmer situation over it, because it just helps to really hide any choppiness that's going on there. And it's because I'm trying to get the color super intense, and that's why it looks that way. But just making sure to pack it on as good as I can. Next I'm going to go with the shade Positivi-tea. It's a really peachy neon pink color, and that is going to be the transition in the center of the eye. Again, I'm using the exact same style of brush and just kind of swiping back and forth here, making sure that everything can be as blended as seamlessly as possible. And then I'm going to go, like, I'm just picking back up with the shade Positivity. It's that shade. It looks super pink and neon and orange and all that goodness. And making sure to just blend it outwards. I am going to go in with a deeper shade, but I think that the shade Positivity is really good because it looks semi-pinky, semi-orange, and the orange really complements the yellow. And so here I'm just extending it to this outer part of this like extended cat eye wing situation and just dragging it out very, very carefully. Then I'm going to quickly take a clean brush, or actually I think it has yellow on it already, but I'm going to use that to blend. Oh no, I did switch to a clean brush, and I'm going to just use that to kind of blend these two colors together and try to make it look as seamless as possible, because I didn't realize I was going to go in with like that much glitter and how it was going to look. But now I'm going to go with the shade Tipsy Girl, and you could definitely continue this and make it like a purple outer corner, but I wanted to keep it like more purpley pink, or I guess more pink in the outer corner, so that's why I went with it Tipsy Girl. I love this shade. It is so incredibly vibrant, and it is basically just like the tail end of the eyeshadow that has this color. And now I'm going to go in with this Stila eyeshadow in the shade Follow the Sun, and then what I'm going to do is apply some to the back of my hand, and then with a very fine brush, it's actually from the Jaclyn Hill collection, I believe, I'm going to use the amount that I have on the back of my hand to just gently tap and create a very like iridescent style of glitter over the eye. So I'm just repeating the same process and mostly concentrating this liquid eyeshadow on the areas that I think are less blended or just like a little bit more patchy, and I'm not dragging this glitter all the way out to the outer corner. I'm taking it pretty far out, but I'm not going to put it all the way towards this wing. Just because I feel like I want the end of the eye to be more matte. And then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty KillaWatt highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife. This, guys, is stunning. So this is my inner corner highlight, as well as just kind of a topper for that yellow. I think that it really needed a little extra pizzazz, and this definitely did that. So I loved it as an inner corner highlight. It's super glittery and pigmented and just sparkly and beautiful. So it really brought this look together, in my opinion. This is what it looks like so far, and I think it's really important if you're doing a look like this to throw in a liner. Maybe you have like a white eyeliner you want to use. I really like these like glitter liners. This one is from the Folklore brand. I will link it down below, and this one's in the shade Beam. But like Stila has liners like this, Urban Decay has liners like this. And you can even get the e.l.f. liners if you're looking for something drugstore and put them on a little pencil brush like this, or maybe like like a painting brush from like Joann's or Michael's or something, and use that. But then what I like to do is just kind of create that line again and really define it out. And I always get the question of like, how did you do that so easily? It's really just practice, guys, and like I've learned my eye shape, and also just using a brush that is like flimsy enough and picks up just the right amount of product is important. So, you know, just practice, keep that in mind, and I'm sure y'all will get it. So I really love this look, honestly, now that I'm like getting it to the point of being almost finished. Now that I have both eyes done, I literally looked at it and I was like, this definitely looks like the Instagram logo. But it is what it is. We're here. So I like to take my beauty sponge and press it on the bottom portion of my eye just to kind of dampen that up and make sure that there's not like too much dry powder anywhere there. And I'm just going to take the same brushes I was using on my eyes, and this would actually be good if I looked up. So I'm going to use my little Fenty mirror. But I'm just going to kind of do the same thing and kind of ombre out my eyes. I'm going to go in with No Joke, the yellow shade, Feelin Myself up here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Positivity and Tipsy Girl just to finish it out this inner corner. I'm basically doing the same things that I did, just like that. Then what I did is I just took a little brush with like my face powder and kind of wiped any excess on the bottom so that there's like the color doesn't like just drag too far down my eyes. And then I really love these LA Girl Shockwave liners. They're so good. I've not tried the e.l.f. or the ColourPop ones, but people seem to like those as well if you guys want to try those. But I just think these are super affordable, cheaper than the ColourPop ones, and they're so good. I have quite a few of them. So if you're looking for some colorful liners, really enjoy these. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do is just pop on some mascara and lashes, and this look is complete. I didn't do any eyeliner or anything. I didn't really feel like it was necessary for this look. I just did choose some lashes that kind of flared outward here to kind of accentuate this shape. So I'm going to do that and we'll be right back. I'm also going to go in with this new mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. This is the Sculpted Volume one. They have like 3 different ones, but I liked the curve of this one, like the way that it looked when I was at the stores. So this one I picked up. And I like it so far. I really like Essence mascaras, and they're like under $5 or like exactly there. So, okay guys, so I love the way this look is coming out. I'm just going to finish up my face really quick. I'm going to start by spritzing my face, make sure my base is nice and tacky, I guess, for other products. Because I want to make sure to apply some highlighter and blush and just like look super glowy everywhere else to kind of match the like intensity that's going on around my eyes. This spray has literally been my favorite. This is the Body Shop Strawberry Smoothing Face Mist. It's not exactly like great for like setting your makeup and making it last all day or anything, but I love it like as I'm doing my makeup and just like having something to constantly refresh my skin. I've been obsessed with my Jaclyn Hill brushes though, by the way. I think it's a really great collection and I totally feel like it was worth the money. I'm just taking a little bit of my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus, nope, not PhotoFocus, I always say that. This is their Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. Also, the spritzer on this is really good, and I kind of didn't really think about that until just now, but it's amazing. So yeah, this brush, this is the this is the JH06, and I just love the way that it feels. I think it's also it would be really great for a blush, but I think it's really nice for highlighter, like kind of an all over, very generous application. Also, my skin is finally like acting right. I felt like for a while there it was just constantly like breaking out and not cooperating, so it's nice to know that it likes me again. And then for highlighter, I'm actually going to go in with this Artist Couture highlight. This is in the shade Summer Haze. I haven't used this in forever. It doesn't look super intense in the packaging, but once you apply it, it's really, really nice. So I'm just going to, again, make sure to spritz my face right there, let it dry a little bit, and then go in. Yeah, this highlighter can definitely get really intense. I wish it was a little bit more golden. It's definitely, it can kind of almost look like champagne-y, white, pinkish. So I'm very careful with the amount that I put on. See, like right here, it looks really intense, but that's okay. I'm just going to blend it out. I also do like my highlighters to have a little bit of like glitteriness to them, like the one that I put up here, and this is definitely just a really intense sheen, which is nice too, don't get me wrong, it's lovely. That's that, and the next thing I'm going to do is just top off my face with some blush. I'm going to use a super peachy blush because I feel like that is what this look deserves. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Maxi blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. I think this blush is probably one of my favorite like peachy blushes. I have a few, but it is like a nice matte blush. And what I do is I just like make sure to kind of mix it with my highlight, and I think it looks really good together. So I'm gonna go in. I did get two new lipsticks, both from Essence. So I have the shade 01 Freaky and 03 Bold. This is 03 Bold. It's really nice, but I think it's a little bit darker. And I think this look needs a nice nude, so I'm going to go in with the shade 01 Freaky. Freaky is a little bit more nudie pink, so let's try this and see if it looks good. All I'm going to do is go in with my LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Cafe. I use this one all the time. It's like really good for my skin tone. So I'm just going to pop this on. Okay, so I do... I like the formula of this lipstick by Essence, but I do not like this color. I really thought, like on the bottom of the tube, it looks definitely way more nude, and even in the like color of it, it looks more nude. but it's a really nice consistency. I just don't know how much I like this color, especially with a colorful eye look. I really like to go kind of nudie and brownie. So I'm just gonna mix in my lip liner to it a little more. I think that once I throw a gloss on top, it will look the way that I want it to. So I'm just going to use the Milani Keep It Full lip gloss in the shade Natural Luster. This one has like a nice nude base to it. So, okay, I actually think that looks really good and saved the way that everything came together. So yeah, guys, this is the finished look. I am obsessed, to say the least. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. I actually didn't like finish setting my face, like pick a long-lasting setting spray. I think I'm just going to go in with the NYX Bare With Me spray just to kind of like seal every last product. I haven't used this spray in a while, and I guess using it now I realized like what a nice spritz this has. It's really, really lovely. But yeah, guys, this is the finished look. I am completely obsessed with it. I feel like super pretty, and it definitely gives me like Instagram inspired vibes. I was requested to do a colorful look, and I think that this is like exactly that, while still being super warm and summery and playful. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this look. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. And also, this mascara is really nice. I used it again on this eye. I wasn't like 100% sure the first time that I used it when I did this eye off camera, but after using it for a second time, like a second coat and everything, it's really nice. It is worth the hype. Everyone talks about this mascara and it's really good. So that's the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, by the way. And yeah, I will have all of the products listed in the description down below. And you guys, I still really love this Jaclyn Hill palette. I definitely was looking at other palettes when I was thinking of creating this look, and this one just has some really nice warm tones. So if you still not have picked it up, I totally recommend it if you're looking for like a nice warm toned colorful pinky kind of eyeshadow palette. This fits that description. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.